If you grow an afro and wear a wig and put, a lot of black makeup on, you're not a black woman, So your appearance doesn't actually mean anything. You're not black. And the same way that I'm not white. So if we could trick someone, you might be able to trick me. I think Rachel Dolezal did a really good job tricking people into believing that she was black for a long time by darkening her skin, getting super tan, and wearing fake wigs, but she was actually a black woman. So how you feel on the inside and how you present, you might be able to trick people. That makes you a liar, not a woman. Men get pregnant.
Depends. I know.
What does it depend on?
I know trans men that can get pregnant.
That means it's a woman. Only one sex can get
that's
pregnant.
a circular argument. That's
it's not a circular argument.
Yeah.
It's proving my thing. There is a truth, a concrete truth. You have to be born with a uterus to have a baby. Only women can get pregnant. The fact that we've arrived in a society where
that's the part I'm disagreeing with. That's the part I'm disagreeing with.
There's nothing to disagree with it. These are facts. So you can say that this person who is pregnant identifies as a man. That person was born a woman. I can tell you that every single time because only women can have sex because there are concrete truths about life.
Have babies.
Can have babies, pardon. And that is a hard truth about life. You cannot make that go away because you want to call somebody who has a beard and dresses like a dude a woman. Only if it's pregnant, I can tell you exactly what it is. It's a woman.
Gotcha, bitch.
Thirst trap with your ass out, right? So yeah, you can get guys sliding in your DM. You can get guys telling you look good. You can get guys that want to sleep with you. How many of these people actually get guys that want to stay with you, right? That are not in somebody else's DM. The same way that you found him is the same way he's going to find somebody else. You want to know why our grandparents stayed together? Because they weren't looking at ass cheeks all day on Instagram and refreshing it and going, oh, well, that girl looks younger. That girl looks better. That girl's face tuned. You've got 13-year-olds getting lip injections, right? Because they want to look like Kylie Jenner. Again, not a shot to Kylie Jenner, but what society have we created that ever made Kylie Jenner feel like she had to go out and buy those lips, that she had to contour her entire face and change her entire body? So the society is ill. It's not normal, right? Don't let these people convince you that that's normal. That's cancer, and that cancer will become contagious to you if you accept that. You don't follow a better role model.
Do you think men want in women?
I think that the masculine realm that we operate in is based on respect. A woman who makes her man feel respected, not only from her, but from his peers, is the kind of woman a man's never going to want to lose. If I had a woman and I came home with all 5 of my friends and she came in the house and came in the room, who's hungry? Anyone want any food? It's not about food. I'm the G now. I'm the big boss. My woman wants to feed all of us. Of the guys there, most of their chicks would never do that. That's respect. That's status for me. That elevates my status. Men are actually very simple to please. Make him feel important and make him look important. That's it.
Not less than you because you are white. I don't need you to look at me and feel bad for me because of the color of my skin. And that's effectively what you're doing every time you take an application and you say, oh, well, this girl's black, so I kind of feel bad for her, so I'm going to put her at the top of a line. It's just not necessary. You are basically saying that black Americans cannot do it on their own.
I'm of mixed background. What am I supposed to mark on an application? Am I supposed to mark multiple boxes?
Mark black.
That's a terrible thing to tell someone to do.
Well, it's the truth because you believe in affirmative action. So I said mark black. I'm in an interracial relationship, so I can speak to this. I have a son that's half white and a son that's half black and a daughter that's half white and half black. Okay. They're going to mark black because I know that there are people like you at the universities who will say, well, because this person is black, I'm just going to let them in.
No, they're going to mark black because they're black.
Well, they're half black and half white. They're both. Yes. What are you going to look at that applicant as a little bit less because they're half white? How do you guys figure that out?
Holistically, across a number of different factors.
I love me a buzzword. Holistically and racial consciousness.
Oh yeah, reverse discrimination is a buzzword.
It's not reverse discrimination. It's just discrimination. It's just racism if you're judging people on the basis of their skin color.
Boy effect. Especially when we're dealing with mothers who have sons and were grooming their sons and raising their sons independently in the home before another male party was introduced. And a lot of times we don't talk about how women date their sons. And single mothers oftentimes do everything but fuck their sons. And they have that emotional stability that is built within the home. And that's the reason why I say, a single mother is a fuckboy factory. And the reason why I say that is because it's not that a fuckboy can't be birthed from a 2-parent home, although it is, it's an abnormality, it's an anomaly of sorts that you would encounter a significant amount of subpar men that have been raised in destructive 2-parent homes, but single women become so emotionally dependent upon their children, specifically their sons, that they will convince themselves that they don't need a man until they encounter the space from being alone to genuinely being lonely. And now we're having to deal with the imbalance that was set in the household because this boy is not your son, he is your man. When you want to cuddle, you go lay down with them. When you want some emotional time, you go watch movies with them. You touch them and you rub them and you massage them. And you do these things, everything that you would do to a man to suffice that. A lot of women even dress their sons like the man that broke their heart.
This is tough.
Well,
but you are 100% right.
So I think that that's the dichotomy. Like, I'm not saying that your children shouldn't have weight in your relationship, but what I am saying that we have to look at it from an integral space. Like, why do they feel this way? Especially if you're dealing with a man-child who is uncomfortable with your new partner, and this man-child is not necessarily a little boy anymore. Like me, I have an adult son. I have a 21-year-old son. So they're and it's just been us.
There's all kinds of bitches up in here. Hey, what did I tell you about disrespecting my Nubian princess? Peace out. With disrespect, you.
I just wanted to make a quick little video about Candance Owens and her pretty much speaking out and always being a positive role model for women. In my perception of her, and her always being on political issues and always taking her time to try to do her work correctly and do her research correctly. So I just wanted to make a quick little video about Black women that are doing things, changing the landscape of society. Some in a little her little echelons of people that listen to her or whatnot, but. Yeah, this is just a couple women that, are speaking out and are trying to do more positive activism in the world and in America and stuff like that. We're not going to get on, her political ideology or her who she wants to date and, marry and who she wants to, associate herself with. We're just talking about her speaking out on certain issues that affect the Black community and speaking out on issues that affect the whole society, and in a positive way though. She's never really going crazy or cussing and fussing like that. She's actually holding herself in a real proper way. She's able to talk and articulate herself real well. She's a good role model, quote unquote, a good speaker, activist, and somebody that a couple Black people could look at as a positive role model for women, and maybe they could emulate some of her positive ways. She don't seem like she's out there raunchy or fighting or anything like that. She's very articulate with her words and how she wants to frame her conversation and stuff. So this is just a couple of things that I admire about her, and I think that, she's a good person that women could emulate and maybe listen to a little bit more. And I was going to say, I'm not interested in, who she's choosing to, mate with and stuff like that. We all know that, she could be dealing with, some underlying themes and stuff, but I'll just talk about her talking in a positive way. That's about it. It's not about, who she chooses to mate with and her political affiliation and stuff. It's more about her articulating herself well and speaking on political issues that can change the forefront of America. It's not really about her messing with the House of Lords, man, and all that stuff. It's about her loving, people and humanity and wanting to see better in the society as a whole. So, I just threw a couple of Black women on here that's talking positive, that's trying to see a change in the group, and maybe we can, get behind them and help them change what they're trying to change, because it's going to take older Black women to talk about it and speak on it and make a move for the positive way. It's not going to be the younger girls that go that way because they're influenced by too much. There's too much music, money, and fame out here to chase. You know, it's going to be the older women that's already a little settled and want to speak about topics that might change America. So yeah, she's somebody that we should keep an eye out for and, you know, listen to and maybe even follow, you know, because it seems like she's trying to be on a positive note and help everybody understand that it's just not about what your feelings are. It's about more of a, you know, righteous path or the truth. You know, the truth shall set you free. But yeah, silence is acceptance. We ain't doing none of that. Like, comment, subscribe if you like the video.